What's going on, everybody? So we're going to take a quick look at the lineup that I was running with. This was the most fair Giant player lineup that I had, when everybody got enraged. Mike, Vick, Archer, Landry, Hayward, Bay, Brown. That's pretty much all I was concerned with. The O-line, we had some guys, Incognito, a couple guys that were enraged. It was hilarious that Incognito was the most feared player after the Jonathan Martin situation, but I guess EA Sports has no chill. Regardless of the situation, take a quick look at the defense. Obviously, we know that James Harrison has been on the list of people that's been taking juice along with Peyton Manning with that new thing that just came out where the guy said it's a lie, but it's not a lie. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it isn't a lie. I don't know what's happening. All I know is that it's not far-fetched that, Peyton Manning may have dabbled in HGH. You know what I'm saying, bro? And I'm not mad at him because, listen, sometimes you got to heal. You know what I'm saying, bro? And you need to get back out there. And, it is what it is. Everybody needs to shut the F up. Let's do what we got to do. And that's pretty much it. So, I don't really care either way. I don't think it taints his legacy at all. Listen, man, football is a very violent sport. People need some things to keep it going. Back in the day with Babe Ruth, they used to use alcohol and other type of drugs to keep it going. It's the same stuff right now, bro. It's just become a situation where, bro, dudes got to do what they got to do to, to recuperate. And it's not the same thing. Like, you can't, it was okay back in the day to smell like alcohol, on game day, smell like you just did all kinds of crap. Now it's not. It's shunned upon. It's just not something that everybody wants to do. As like we know, Aldon Smith, he's driving around drunk, in elementary school areas, and it's just not cool anymore to do that ridiculousness. So what do? We take steroids. Listen, things change, bro, and times change, and people do different things, and we're at the point right now where we're trying to become advanced, bro. And all they're gonna do is continue to find new ways to make it undetectable, so you might as well control it. Like everybody else always wants to control stuff. Like, bro, that's all they have to do is say, all right, you could take 1 teaspoon of steroids a day, bro. That's it, you're done. But you can't stop these guys from finding ways to keep their body strong, because why is he stuck like that? What is he doing? Why is he just standing like that? He's really just stuck like that and not moving. All right, good stuff, bro. All right, so you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter. We have to find ways to help these athletes recuperate faster, because just put it like this, there's a lot of bum quarterbacks in the NFL that set their receivers up to get smashed, right? Now, we as viewers, we look at it and we're like, bro, hold the goddamn ball. We're playing fantasy, we're doing whatever, right? But the dudes are getting hit hard, flipping, landing on their neck, and getting back up and going out there and playing. Now, you just think about that. Think about the human body. If you're sitting down in your chair watching this video, if you're walking, watching this video, if you got headphones on, watching this video, whichever way you're watching this video, imagine your body going through that type of impact and that type of punishment. Imagine how you would feel the next day. And then tell me if it's not fair that these athletes should be allowed to use certain things with specific, dosages. Not to get crazy, because you don't want to kill them, because everything is okay in moderation when it comes to specific, steroids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking of someone with a lot of knowledge of steroids, HGH, and performance-enhancing drugs. So, in moderation, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how your liver, your kidneys are, stuff like that, you should always be tested, with your doctor prior to seeing if your body is going to be able to, filtrate and get rid of certain things. Obviously, you're going to need time off, with cycles and things like that. So that's what the NFL should be doing, is regulating the amount that they're allowed to use. The MLB, basketball, all these guys. Basketball, no. See, it's certain sports I don't think should be allowed to use it. I'm saying football, hockey. I'm not doing golf. You know what I'm saying? I think Tiger Woods was juicing a little bit too, because he was just looking like, he wasn't juicing hardcore, but he was doing something. He was hitting that damn ball way too far in his prime. Let me see. Okay, I can't say baseball. I'm sorry. Hockey, hockey is very, very violent. Dudes be getting the hell beat out of them, literally. I think I stepped out of bounds on that play. But hockey and football, if rugby became something that was like international, that, oh my God, what kind of, that was, wow. That was ridiculous. I don't know how you caught that. Because, in Jamaica, stuff like that, I know overseas also, New Zealand and stuff like that, they play a lot of rugby. I've played rugby before, obviously not on a professional level, but it's mad violent, and it was pretty hard and tough to the body. Sports like that with those type of impacts, I think steroids are fine. And I know people will argue that the NBA has crazy schedules and, you know, they got a game every night and stuff like that. Bro, drink some caffeine. Because dudes ain't punching you in the chest, you know, torpedoing you in the nutsack like what OBJ did to Josh Norman. All this stuff is not happening. So, you know, as far as that goes, I think regulation of the actual steroid use may be the best bet for the NFL, because if I'm a scientist or a doctor right now, I'm in the lab trying to figure out how to do something that, you know, is out of the system in like 2 hours. And it's very easy to do once you have, you know, with all these other people that has done it prior, it only gets better because people buy your product to dissect it. You know, you probably got a Samsung TV in your house right now, not realizing it's the same parts that are in a Sony. You know what I'm saying? Because they get it from the same place. It's not like, you know, people just, you know, some people just don't use their head and understand that, you know, it's pretty much the same stuff. People just find new things and they dissect it and then they call it their own. It's nothing that's like new to what goes on. People find stuff, they change it a little bit, slap a different name on it, and it's theirs. So if you think about it that way, most of the athletes that we watch right now are juiced up. It's no way anybody can really think that in this day and age that somebody ain't taking something. So when people try to knock Peyton Manning, it bothers me because I don't care about the fact that he needed a little bit. The dude went through like 95,000 neck surgeries. He had to do other stuff. You know what I'm saying? In order to help himself heal. Like, you got to think logical and understand that. He had to do other things, bro. You're not just, yo, you know, spinal fusion and stuff like that. Like, when you start looking technically at what's going on and how the body works, if you guys look into that, if you guys read, which I always recommend that my viewers do, research and understand certain things, you would know that bro, this is what the hell did he just tossed the ball to me? It's a lot of different things that are needed to keep the human body functioning when it's under duress. And these football players are getting bashed up, especially on teams with bum quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, Matt Cassel should pay his entire salary in portions back to the Dallas Cowboy fan base. And I really believe that. He's a horrible quarterback. He should not be paid for what he did this season. And he is a bum quarterback that has thrown the ball up in the air and put people in very, very ridiculous situations and caused his receivers to get smashed. Those things don't just go away. And ice baths and stuff like that is not what heals it. So you have to be a fool to think that somebody ain't getting juiced up. And I just think that the NFL and the hockey league should do something to regulate the amount that they're able to use and cut it out. We have to evolve. If we don't evolve, we just go backwards. And guess what? They're going to keep doing it anyway, and they're going to find ways to do it. And dudes are going to keep ratting them out, and the cycle will always continue unless somebody steps in and controls it. Pretty simple. Same way they're trying to do it with marijuana right now. It's legal in a lot of states, right? They're taking away dudes' money, but guess what? In certain hoods, it's still going for a nickel bag. You can still get yourself a dime bag or a quick half. You dig? Until next time, it's always one love.